Which, I mean, I'd rather have lag issues. Ooh. Let's just do this. I'd rather have lag issues than have the... I'm dead. You tried to dive headfirst into the sand? Did I really? Oh, man. So anyway, while we're doing all this... What is up, everybody? It's Bloodstalker. We're back with a little bit of something kind of rehashed, I guess. Part Dukes. That's right, we're back with Hide and Hold Out. Now, if you don't recall and you don't remember, you gotta go watch it. But I did a video back in end of February about Hide and Hold Out, and basically the video was titled, "Will it survive early access?" That was the question that was on my mind, at least back then. For those of you probably haven't heard of it, you're probably asking, why are we even talking about it? Well, we're talking about Hide and Hold Out because a huge thing has happened. He's gotten a huge update. Now, why is that important? Well, there was a lot of problems with cheating in this game. There's a lot of problems with just everything in this game. It wasn't because the game was bad inherently. I don't want that... hitting the Q button. I don't want that to be thought of as the reason why. The concept behind Hide to Hold Out is very unique in itself, or at least was when it came out. The game's been out for a while now, for almost a year and a half, I believe. I can't even begin to tell you how long it's been. When Rust switched over its development branch and got out of Legacy and started focusing on the new Rust, as we called it back then, games like this popped up. Games like Hurt World popped up, and it was just another flavor vanilla survival PvP style type games. Now, this game was really interesting and fun, and you can go out and search for videos on it, and there were a lot of cool PvP videos made about it. There's a lot of people who put a lot of time into playing on this game, but then it just got to the point where it just got bad. So I put my video out just kind of talking about it, and I was trying to just kind of put some focus back on the game because I wanted people to see it. I wanted people to realize that this game was out there and check it out, maybe, or look at it, at least, you know, keep an eye on it. Give me you. Got a seashell. Sally's selling seashells down here by the seashore, so we're gonna go with that. So why are we doing this video? Why am I rehashing this? Well, today it got a huge update. Now, if you recall when we did the video, a comment was posted. Don't worry about it, guys. The game's not going anywhere. They're working on it. They're big deals coming out with it. Huge thing, a big update's going to be coming pretty soon to work on it. It's going to be a great game, and I was like, cool. I mean, that's great. And lo and behold, the developer put a post about that, saying, I mean, he put it out shortly after I did the video, but it's not because I did the video. I don't want that to be thought of. But he was in the middle of trying to revamp it and rework the game. Basically, it's just one person doing this game now, I believe. And he's really focusing on making this a good game. They got rid of their development team. They got rid of the people that were originally part of it. And they're doing it all in-house. So, props to them. Now, what did they do, though? So, one of the biggest issues and struggles with this game, wow, I love that double spawn, is the fact that before this update, everything was done on the client side, which is your PC side. So it carried a brunt of the load. So it was basically telling the server what to do. What is that noise? Is that my stomach? I'm not hungry. My satiety is good. Anyway, but the thing is that, you know, with your client side is telling the server side what to do, that's when you're going to get hackers. And boy, did this game get hackers. I mean, it got hackers with a fierceness. It got so many hackers, it really just got unbearable. People just got tired of it. They just left it. They abandoned it, which was fine with him. The developer was fine with that because he'd much rather people play it and enjoy it than not play it at all. And he used that as an opportunity to fix this game. He used it as an opportunity to make a lot of different changes and a lot of good positive changes to it. Now, how come I can't get up there? I want up there. See if we can get up there. So anyway, what did he do though? He fixed that now. Everything's controlled on the server side. The one positives for doing it that way he was doing it is that you don't get a lag. You don't have any lag issues or whatnot. Which, I mean, I'd rather have lag issues. Ooh. Let's just do this. I'd rather have lag issues than have the... I'm dead. You tried to dive headfirst into the sand? Did I really? Oh, man. So anyway, while we're doing all this, the game in itself is pretty good. I mean, improvements. Let's talk about the improvements. There are a lot of downsides to this. There's going to be some lag. There's going to be some performance issues as he does this. I don't know where I was right there, wasn't I? Now this is the map. I love this. This was really wasn't really possible before. I don't know what these red squares are, but I guess these are spawn zones. Anywhere. Let's just spawn anywhere. Where do we spawn at? Ooh, cool spot. Yeah. You can't mine the rocks and stuff, which is that's reasonable. I mean, you have your resources, you get them, and where you get them from. So anyway, so the improvements now. We talked about the client server communication has been totally remade. It's based on server logic. Before I get into this, I just need to bring this up too, though. One of the other things that's going to experience problems are the more people that get on a server at first, you're gonna have issues because the CPU is really the building system and the structures and the people are really, he's got to fix that part of it because it's really taxing the crap out of the CPU, basically, from my understanding. Now, is that something can be fixed? Well, yes, it's something can be fixed. No big whoop. I mean, it just takes time. When you totally remake something, it's going to take time. I want to go up here. I've never seen these. So I've never been up to one of these where you can get up here. So anyway, back to the improvements. Like I said, I'm kind of all over the place. Get up here. Nothing up here, really? But look at this glorious world. It's pretty cool. Where were we at? I think... No. I don't want to head dive off, into the sand again. I think we're over there, isn't we? Is that somebody? There are people on. Now, there's actually like 25 people on all the servers combined, so it's pretty cool. I don't see anybody else. I can't tell if it's a rock or a person. Anyway, so the improvements they added. We talked about the server improvements. Oh, that hurt. I hate that. The mechanics of going up and down. I've never been good at them. The game is compatible with Linux now servers. Linux. Love Linux. User interface has been fully remade. Now, we haven't even gone through that. See, this is all new. I like the new user interface. This is pretty cool. Except for the fact he just looks like... He looks kind of depraved, doesn't he? Now, your crafting has totally been redone. I love the new crafting menu. I love the picture and this is the way the game needed to go. You can just hover over it. You got a green light on what you can craft. You got a red light on what you can't craft. You got your survival coming soon. That's some new stuff. Knowledge coming soon. So they're going to have like a learning and a blueprint system possibly. I don't know. That means we've got almost everything to craft. So you even got a yellow light. So that's pretty cool. Now you can just do by specific items. You can go by miscellaneous. You got structures. You got your weapons. You got your ammunition, production, electricity, utilities, equipment, consumables, and defense. So these are all new things. I mean, this is all new in how they do in the menu. You have your inventory down here. So this game is completely being remade. And I want you guys to understand that because this isn't going to be your old hide and hold out. The old hide and hold out is died. And this is what's going to be the rebirth of it. Right now we're probably in our infancies. Our heads bobbing around, like a little bobblehead. We're struggling. We're getting those breaths. We're getting those first breaths, Still on mama's teat. I mean, that's just how it rolls. So it's going to get better. Now, small visual improvements, which mine's looking kind of cloudy, and it could be. I just updated my NVIDIA driver, so it could be all sorts of jacked up. I've got everything turned up, maxed out, and I'm not having any performance. I'm getting 60. Everything's on ultra. I've got everything maxed out as high as possible. I'm getting 70 FPS easy. Even when I look around, I mean, FPS wise, this game does great. Does really awesome. The UE scaling now, of course, we just talked about that. The jet ski, they do have jet skis and hovercraft in here. They now have headlights with 3 modes, on and off, auto, on and off. The seaplane is equipped with machine guns now. The seaplane was pretty cool. I never got to any of that stuff because every time I'd get on, I'd start getting something going and I'd get wrecked. But that was back when it was populated. I mean, you couldn't get on this game. It was like Rust. I mean, well, I wouldn't. It never got like fully like Rust servers being populated, but you'd go on a server and there'd be at least over half full. I mean, I've actually got when I was playing on it for a while, actually got to the point where I couldn't even get on it because there's just too many people playing. which is a problem. They used to have so many servers that would get turned on. People would host them or whatnot, and so it became kind of. I mean, this game used to be pretty popular when it first came out, and it just fell apart. So that's why we're talking about it. That's why we talked about it back in February. That's why we're talking about it now, because this is a huge improvement to it. I'm just kind of walking around hitting everything. Now I'm not I mean, if you want to know more about the things in the game, by all means go check out that video, the first one I did back in February. Just go look for, just go through my video list and look for it. It should be down there in February. I'm trying to think of the easiest way. You should be able to search for it somehow. If not, I'll put a link to it I'll put a link to it in this video just so you can check it out. I think it'd be fair enough. But anyway, enough about rehashing old videos. So there's still some texturing stuff that needs to be done. The console has a history. You can now press up or down to retrieve last commands. The in-game voice chat has been fully remade and improved. The VoIP in this game at first was kind of bad. It was kind of really bad, matter of fact. And that's what kind of made people lead to, using TeamSpeak and things like that more. Which, I mean, that's fine. I mean, people like to be able to communicate. But it was kind of a struggle to communicate in the game. Especially if you're raiding somebody and they're trying to say, I give up, and you couldn't really understand them. So you slaughtered them anyway. It just had to happen. Seriously. So anyway, the black reflection cube has been added to the shipyards in order to hide the reflection of the vehicles and ships that parked inside it. The contents of the shipyard is still visible from below, though. I've never been to a shipyard, so that's something different. Side of the sniper rifle oscillates slightly, so it can make it more difficult to use. So the sniper rifle used to be ridiculous. I mean, it was really, you just dead on. It's like it didn't even move. It's like you aimed it, and it didn't move at all. So, I mean, you get sniped a lot. Announce command has been added. I don't know what that's all about, though. I don't get that. That might be like a server thing. The equipment of a dead player, jacket, helmet, will now appear in his loot so the other players can take it. Which was another thing. You didn't lose a lot of stuff when you died. Bases, it was hard to raid with, too. Hard to raid bases, too. The fishing process is synchronized with other players. So that was kind of awkward, too. It's kind of like, in the beginning, remember the forest in the beginning where an object would be like right here for you and your buddy would see the same turtle walking by over here? They fixed a lot of that stuff, and a lot of that was due to the client side issues. So, I mean, it just automatically fixed itself. Now, you can run your own server of this. Why aren't you hammering? Why don't you stop? It's starting to get dark out. Look at this. I'm telling you guys, the game's not bad. It's really not. Take a little snapshot there. Try making a really cool thumb this time. So anyway, let's talk some more real quick. Let me kind of get wandered around. Now, one of the big things were fixes. They did a lot of changes which fixed a lot of things. Now, what did that fix? Well, starting the production of a vehicle or a turret only consumes 6 or 9 different items required to start it. So if you went to start something and all of a sudden you stopped it, you lost all that crap. It just sucked. And boy, it gets dark in here at night. I forgot how dark it got. See, is there a light we can craft? I don't think we can craft really anything worth of shit. We'll craft a light bulb. We can carry a light bulb around. How about that? I mean, look at the stuff you can craft. Cultivation device, a fishing pole, medical, harpoon. That's pretty nice. Pretty baller. Furnace. I mean, the game, the mechanics and concept behind it are pretty damn good. I'll brighten it up in editing. It looks so kind of black and, I mean, it looks like a black and white game. It's cool. I don't even know if I'm walking across that. I switched servers just to see what was going on, to see how they were playing, and this one's so different. It's just so, this one's a lot smoother. This is the West USA or whatever. Actually, there's some people on too. I haven't seen them. You do have a flashlight in your inventory, which I just noticed that. I'm an idiot. Anyway, back to the fixes. The vehicles, they've been worked on. There's been a lot of stuff done to the vehicles to try to fix them. I mean, we all know. I mean, if you ever played this game, the vehicles were like really jacked up and broken. Oh, we're going the wrong way. Damn it! Now we're going to swim in the water. They did more of a balance. With the percentage of apparition of the resource has been increased by 100%. Twice more resource spots will repop every 40 minutes. So before, an issue that was with this game was resources. Trying to gather stuff up. You couldn't find enough of it. What the hell just hit me? I'm getting shot. I guarantee someone's shooting me. Then built a gun. Like, shoot the noob with the flashlight. Let me stand up here and see if they'll shoot me. Let's just flash somebody. Alright. So anyway, I'm trying to make a video here. So, there's little things like that. So, the resource respawn is a pretty positive thing, because that was really hard to get resources. You would literally... Am I even hitting it right now? Okay. There we go. Let's do this. So anyway, you would go around looking for them. And you couldn't find a lot of stuff. And now it's possible to swap fuel contained in oil barrels with another item. That was something you couldn't do before too, believe it or not. It's the basic things that you couldn't do. But I'm not going to talk any more about that. I wanted to tell you this. That for early access game that kind of fell down the bad path, I guess is the way to say it. And not through just bad management of the team, development team, or anything like that. Just didn't really work. Killed by Captain Chaos hand to hand. So apparently Captain Chaos is out for blood. Watch out for that dude. Oh, he purposely did it. That's funny. So the way the game is they're working on it. They got a new patch coming out that's going to fix a lot of the known issues. Like we talked about, the building system consuming way too much CPU, the helping text when placing structures, they really need a lot of that. Underwater vision to be improved, new trees that they don't have colliders. There's going to be a lot of things that happen. I'm going to play a little. I'm going to every once in a while keep an eye on it. Oh look, that's just checking the update out, just like a lot of us. I mean, the fact that they did an update, I think, makes me feel better about this. Is there something deadly in here? There we go. So anyway, I was just reading the text down there. I wanted to tell you about this because I think it's owed to the game. I mean, if we talk about games and we talk about them, the good, the bad, the ugly, basically. And I think it's good to point out that they're working on this one. They're going to make something. They're wanting to make something of it. So whether or not you choose to buy it, that's on you. I'm not going to tell you to. I mean, I would definitely keep it. I would put this back on your watch list. At least keep it there to watch on it. I left it installed. I did not uninstall it because there's certain games that I look to see when they're going to update, and there's games that I just read about and go, I'll go look if I want to. But games that I want to be surprised about, and I know that they're going to do it. This right here is a game that I want to see something good happen out of it, because I kind of like playing it when I did. I like being able to have fun on this game. For a PvP game, it's fun. It was really simple to get to things. You could have a really good PvP experience in this. Not so much as toxic as Rust was. And nothing against Rust. I mean, I think Rust is another great game, but it was still fun. So, I tell you what, guys. You tell me, what do you think? Do you think that it's a step in the right direction? You give me your opinion on this. And I'll tell you this too. 9 hours after the update came out, I'm not sure. By the time you guys watch this video, it's going to be on sale for 40% off. So I think it's $17.99 now, so 40% off $17.99. I don't know if that's enticing enough to go ahead and grab it up and sit on it or what. But you guys tell me, is it lost? Is it something that can be found? Is it something that just needs to be polished more? I don't know. I'm curious to see how they do with this, because already just seeing the amount of stuff they did in the update, that's a step in the right direction at least. And for games that are in early access that we all play, I mean, how many of them we seen that just haven't done crap? Eat some bread. I mean, how many have we seen that just haven't really done much of anything lately? How many have we seen that have just constantly been putting update out after update out? How many of them do we see that just kind of, you know, put a game there and be done, and bam, they walk away? I think it's too much, too often every day that we gripe and complain about early access games. But my only gripe and complaint about early access game that stays in early access is one that nobody's doing anything with. Oh, there he is. Huh. Communication's key to the world. So anyway, it's just something to think about. I mean, I enjoy early access games. I enjoy indie titles. And I just enjoy playing games in general. It doesn't matter what it is. I have my genre I like. I like survival. I like a little bit of thriller. I like a little bit of PvP. We kind of play a lot of different things on this channel, but the main theme that a lot of them have are early access indie games. If not that, then they're all usually about indie games. So, till next time, I've been Bloodstalker. This has been the Hide and Holdout update. Maybe it's the saving factor for it. I hope it is, because this game could be really fun. So, anyway, till next time, guys. Peace out, y'all.